I love cemeteries because when I was growing up, that was some of the best kept. You know, people always took care of the grave. It's like a golf course. It's a very peaceful, quiet place to go where nobody but weirdos like me really want to hang. I don't go there just to hang out with the dead. The dead don't scare me, though. It's the living that's got me frightened. But it's... So I love to go sit under, trees and things, and I read. I walk around and I read the stories, and I get a lot of ideas of lives. I imagine lives for all the people, behind the stones there, and when they died and how they lived, and if it was a little kid. And I get a lot of ideas. I just kind of sit there and ideas come. I just think, well, I bet this was probably a happy couple. There's two, and these, or probably this, or probably that. Or I bet this was a weird old guy because he's over here by himself. So I just get ideas from it, and it's just a peaceful, beautiful place to go. And I like riding around in the country and just stopping. I don't hang out there at night.
When sad things happen to happy people that don't feel like they deserve to have bad things happen to them or sad things happen to them, that makes me sad. And earlier this year, Dolly Parton's husband, Carl Dean, died. And talk about, just a positive force. Dolly is just someone that you just look at, just smile, just looking at. And because just brings such, sort of joy and positivity. And I guess I'm not that type of person normally, but a lot of people can forgive a lot when it comes to Dolly. Someone might say, I don't like country music, but I like Dolly. I don't like this, but I like Dolly. And so when sad things happen to people that I like, it makes me very sad. But Carl Dean and Dolly were together for 60 years. And unusually, normally, people would, you're a couple, you're together all the time, and they had an agreement that he would stay out of the limelight. She said that they went to a reception or some kind of award ceremony when she got her first record award, and he got a tuxedo and went, and he hated it, and he said he's never going to do it again. And so they worked around that, and they had a great relationship, open relationship. I guess that's pretty open secret. But yeah, so they were an unusual story, and I guess Carl Dean hadn't been doing very well in recent years. Dolly stopped touring, and she's sort of setting up her family now, I think, for, longevity. She's making cakes. She's making, cake mixes and dog clothing and, records. She's pumping out records like crazy. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She made that double album. I don't know. She's written, say, 3,000 songs in her lifetime. She's probably, I'm not going to guess how many albums she's had out. But she's like the first country artist, I think, to really cross over to pop music and an actress and just an all-around nice person. So her father and mother are buried in a family cemetery. Most of her family are buried in that family cemetery. And it's a very modest cemetery on a hill in Tennessee. And after Carl Dean died, you sort of thought that's where he was going to end up. But by surprise, he isn't there. He's here. probably one of the most, I don't know, jarring things would be like seeing Dolly's name on a crypt. It just, it's one of those things you just don't think will ever happen. But she's a practical thinker, and so they probably made the arrangements to be here, and the beautiful stone, or the beautiful front on the crypt, is sculpted like, Dolly's Tennessee mountain home. So this is where Dolly's going to be when she passes away.